How did you hear about Real Deals first?
I actually heard about Real Deals when a friend of mine saw an ad for a store in Colorado Springs and said, we have to go shop at this place. And so we went shopping up there, and I loved the store that I went in and started being interested in getting into a store of my own.
So when you first walked in Real Deals, what was your first impression?
Probably the same impression that a lot of my customers have when they walk in the door. It is a, whew. I mean, you open the door and here's all these fabulous things. And it's almost overwhelming to begin with. But because there's so much and it's so pretty and you want one of everything.
So what was it about your experience with Real Deals? What sealed the deal for you to, that you said, I want to buy into the family?
I actually researched a lot of franchises, looked at franchise fees, what's offered, what my investment had to be, my time involved, because at this point in my life I needed time for family and other things rather than a 7-day-a-week, 70-hour type of position. Knew in going into retail didn't want something that was 7 days a week, and that I wanted some other time. Priorities had switched, wanted time with family and be able to do some other things. So this gave me the freedom to do that, but still have a professional career, one that's fun. I never have to say no to anybody. The customer's always right. I never say no. Love it. No stress. Hard work, but no stress.
What was your first impressions of the 2-day-a-week model when you heard about that?
As
a shopper.
As a shopper, you're thinking, how can they be making money doing this? And I have a lot of my customers that ask the same thing. Really, why don't you open more days? Or are you really able to make it on this? And I absolutely. And I explained to them then the savings by doing that. And the cost effectiveness that's involved with that. Now, granted, we're there more than 2 days a week because we do merchandising on another day, but the freedom to allow your own hours in how you want to do that. If I need to get up super early in the morning because I've got something else planned the rest of the day, get there early, do it, go about my day, what else I need to do, kind of thing. So it gives me the freedom, not just that 8 to 5 job and structured in with a 45-minute lunch hour.
I know it's 2 days a week, so how long are you there? How many days a week?
I'm there 3 days a week. We'll do typically our merchandising on Tuesday, and then the store open Thursday and Saturday. I do have somebody that helps unpack, and there again, she may go in at 6 o'clock in the morning and do pricing and unpack, and she may be done by 10 in the morning and then leave. So she knows what she needs to get done, and she'll do it, and that's it. I don't have to be there for that. Sometimes I'll join her if we've got something, a really big shipment and we need to get it out. I'll join her at that. But typically the 3 days, I will work some from home, placing orders. It's very easy through the suggested orders. So I can go on the computer, order orders from home, or receipt things from home, or do bookwork from home. Maybe I'll work for an hour, then go out and work in the garden, then come back in, or whatever. So it allows me the flexibility that way.
How many employees do you have?
Right now, I have 3 employees.
Does that include you?
No.
Okay,
So 3 other than me. I have one that merchandises, and then she works the store on Thursdays with me. I have one that does the unpacking and pricing, and she's available and gotten into merchandising a little. If we're doing a major change in the store, she'll help. And she's starting to cross-train on the front, so with vacations, she can rotate through on the register. And then I have my son that helps, and all the ladies love for him to carry things out, and he can unpack and help too, and he is great at the front desk. He's quite the salesman.
Good, so it's a family business. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. How long have you been open?
It'll be coming up on 3 years.
Okay, so looking back, what would you do differently, knowing what you know now? And advice to someone who might open a franchise?
I think the economy scared us a little bit, to be honest, thinking that people don't have money to spend. And so we tended to probably give discounts a little bit too deep. And now you can't get people off those discounts.
So you trained them
the wrong way to begin with. And now they come in expecting that as the norm. That's probably the first thing that I would change, and I am going to change as we move to our new store. The product and the price speaks for itself.
Talk about following the system. What is, you bought into a franchise. A franchise is a system. It's a brand. It's a way of doing business. How closely would you suggest following the guidelines?
Why recreate the wheel? Because it's a matter of, with this many stores on board and the profitability, and you don't really realize this as a brand new owner until you sit at convention the first year and you start hearing the dollars that other stores are pulling in, and you know that you're not there. Wow, what are they doing? And you talk to those owners, what are they doing to get that dollar amount? They're following the system. And you can't dispute it because their money talks.
So tell me about convention. You've been to how many now?
This is my third one.
Okay.
So this year's different, and I looked forward to it a lot because at this point, the other two had been fun and energizing and rah-rah, and we learned a lot, but I needed to really sit down and say, okay, I want to take this store to the next level. I want to jump the income way up. I want to make some serious changes. I need to sit down and have a conversation as to how to make that happen, and specifically for me in moving the store right now, great opportunity to make those changes.
Okay, what would you say is the most important thing in the system that makes Real Deals work, like the magic of Real Deals?
Well, my customers tell me it's the feeling they get when they walk in. If you're warm, you create the atmosphere. The people in there are warm. The people are friendly, helpful. You don't have to oversell things. Things are going to sell themselves. But be there, be personable, be willing to talk to them. If you see them struggling or kind of lost, you can step in and offer assistance then. I hear from a lot of customers that have maybe been to other stores, they love coming to our store because of that personal touch. I know about my customers. I know what's going on in their personal lives. If they look cute that day, I'll comment on how cute their outfit is. Or if they look like they're a little stressed or something's gone wrong, I'll comment on it and try to put them at ease. This is their fun time. And likewise, they are involved with my personal items, with my personal things in my life, which make them feel like we're a family and connected. They can share what's going on in their life. It's like a therapy time coming in. And
we call it retail therapy.
Well, and it absolutely is, because I have ladies come in and instead of wanting to look at the product first, they'll want to tell me what something bad has happened in their life or something I should know, and then we proceed on and looking through, and it lightens up. And I always have cookies or goodies, brownies, something punch, because Lord knows they're going to walk around the store for how many hours. They need some refreshments and nourishment in that time. My name is Janet Jordan, and I own the Real Deal store in Pueblo, Colorado.